Okay. So this week's weekly beater story I'll be sharing is about the Air Jordan 3 Do the Right Thing, released April 14th, 2007, with a retail price of $135. So just to kind of take y'all back, it was the year 2007. Around this time, sneakerheads really didn't have the resources that we do now. So back then, 2007, when you're talking about finding out about new releases, where shoes were going to be released, we didn't have the resources such as Nike Sneakers app, Complex, Sneaker News. Around this time, when you wanted to find out about shoes being released, typically it was through someone who worked at the shoe store. Either you yourself worked at the shoe store or you just had a shoe plug. So those were the resources to more or less keep you in the loop about new shoes coming out, Jordans being released, how many pair certain stores would have. So that's kind of how I stayed up to date in terms of, finding out about new shoes. So my coworker, he texted me on Saturday morning. Bam, see the text. He sent me a picture of these Air Jordan 3s, Do the Right Thing. So the first thing that stood out to me about these were the colorway. Crazy. I'd never seen Air Jordans with this particular colorway before. At this time, I had also never had any Air Jordan 3s either, so I felt like I wanted to add it to my collection. But then also, I just love the colorway of the shoe, so, I'm like, I gotta get these. So me and my cousin at the time, we had like an unspoken sneaker agreement, if you will. So anytime any shoes came out, whether it was in advance, whether we were in the process of buying them, or even after we bought them, we always kept each other in the loop about shoes. So if I knew a certain location would have these shoes, then I would hit them up, let them know. If I got my shoes from a certain place, I would hit them up, let them know. If I'm in the store at the counter buying the shoes, I would hit them up, I would let them know. So, of course, the first thing I did in finding out about these, I hit my cousin up. Bam. We agreed we would meet at DTLR. It's probably about 10 minutes from where we both lived at the time. So we like, cool, we'll meet at DTLR. Now, if you're from Richmond, then you already know about Southside Plaza. So we met at the DTLR in Southside Plaza. So I pull up, get there around 9. So again, it's 2007. So just to set the scene, hype beast, that wasn't even a term at this time. Like nobody was using this term at this time. There wasn't anyone sleeping in camping tents outside the store. There wasn't anyone, sitting in lawn chairs for hours. Like it was none of that going on. I mean, literally, this is a time where at 2 p.m. on Saturday, you could walk in the shoe store. Your size would be sitting right behind the counter. Like, you didn't have to go through all the hoops that you have to do now in terms of, trying to ensure that you get the shoes that you want on release date. So I get there. It's about 9 a.m. The store opens at 10 a.m. It's probably every bit of 7 people in line, like nothing crazy at all. So I go find my place in line. Like any sneakerhead, when you see it's a line, you start examining everybody's shoe size, looking at everybody's feet. Does he have on my size? Does he have on my size? Does he have on my size? Okay, cool. So it's like one person who looks like they may wear an 11. I'm like, cool, I'm good. It just so happens that me and my cousin wear the most popular shoe sizes. He wears a 9.5. I wear an 11. Most popular shoe sizes ever. So I get in line, hold my spot down. It's probably about 9:30. I realize, okay, my cousin still hasn't arrived. So I call him on the phone. As soon he didn't answer, probably as soon as I hang up, I look up, I see my cousin speeding through the parking lot. Now at this time he had this red car, and I couldn't even tell you like what type of car it was. It was just one of those cars where when you saw the car, you knew it was him. Like you could just recognize it. You knew it was him. So I knew it was my cousin coming through the parking lot, speeding through the parking lot. I'm like, okay, he's trying to get here in a hurry. So my cousin pulls up, hops out, hops in line with me. This is something I don't advise now because, yes, if you do just cut the line, more than likely there will be an issue. Again, we're talking about 2007, so things were a little different. The climate was a little different when it comes to, getting shoes on release dates. So my cousin comes, hops in line with me. The first thing he says, "Cuz, I think I hit a yield sign when I pulled into the parking lot." I'm like, what? You hit a yield sign? So I'm instantly like, was this a crash? Like, was another car involved? Like, are you okay? Is your car damaged? Is the sign up? Like, did anybody see you? I just got so many questions at this time as to like how this occurred. So long story short, the sign was still down. My cousin knocked the sign down, put the car in reverse, and still pulled up on me. Anywho, when I say we both got these Jordan 3s and I was too hyped, man, I was too hyped. Around this time, like, I didn't believe in buying shoes for your collection and letting them sit in the closet, collect dust, only breaking them out every now and then. No, like, I strongly believed and lived by, if I buy the shoes, I'm going to wear the shoes. So that's what I would do. Any pair of shoes, whether it be Jordans, Nikes, whatever. If I love the shoe, if I like the shoe, if I bought the shoe, I was going to wear the shoe. When I say I wore these Air Jordan 3s, man, I wore these Air Jordan 3s. I had outfits for days, and when I didn't have an outfit, I went with my old trustworthy blue jeans and a white t-shirt. Like, it never fails. These Air Jordans, man, I've had them for years. And I would probably say it's been maybe about 5 years since I've worn them. But it's something I still keep in my closet just because of the memories attached to getting the shoe. And it's a classic shoe. It hasn't been re-released. I don't know if it'll ever be re-released, but I love these Jordans. I've had them forever, and they definitely go in my top 10 of like all-time Jordans. So with that being said, please feel free to like, share, or comment. If you have your own Air Jordan Do the Right Thing stories, please share it with me. I love to hear it.